Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So in the previous video, we discussed about the Selenium grid, that what it is and how it actually works. Now we'll be going ahead with the architecture of the grid and with the features of the Selenium grid. Okay. So for the architecture, we already discussed that we have two things here. The first one is the hub and the second one is the node. So what do we meant from hub and what do we meant from node? Let's discuss out that. So I'll be starting up here from the term that's hub. So what it is? So it is a central point. It is a central point in a it is a central point in a local machine. It is a central point in a local machine that receives all the test requests REQU are here. Fine. So it is a central point in a local machine that receives all the test requests and distributes them to the right nodes Okay, so hub is called as a central point in a local machine that receives up all the test requests and it distributes them to the right nodes. Whatever are the correct nodes, it distributes them to those respective nodes. Okay, so this machine which actually triggers the test cases are called as a hub. If I say in very simple language, so I can see that the machine which actually triggers up the test cases is known as a hub. Okay, great. Next very important point here is that right here. So there can be only one hub in a Selenium grid. Okay, so in a Selenium grid, there can be only one single hub. Please make sure you remember this respective thing because it's one of the very important things. Okay, in a Selenium grid, you could simply have only one hub. Okay. Next point. Next point is that the machine which is containing the hub triggers the test case. Let me get down here. So the machine which is containing the hub, it triggers up the test case, but you will see the browser being automated on the other machines. So the machine which is containing the hub, it triggers a test case, but you will see the browser being automated onto the other machines. So this is how it actually works out. This is how this hub means and this is how it actually works about. Okay. Now if I talk about the nodes, that what are the nodes? So let's get down here, get out some space and let's start writing about the nodes. Nodes, fine. So what are nodes? So it is 1 second right here. So it is the Selenium instances. It is the Selenium instances which will execute the test cases that you loaded on the hub. So nodes can be launched on nodes can be launched on the multiple machines. Nodes can be launched on the multiple machines with different platforms, with different platforms slash browsers Okay, so this is how the nodes actually works. It is the Selenium instances which will execute the test cases that you loaded on the hub. So nodes can be launched on the multiple machines with different platforms slash browsers. Okay, so this is how the node as well works out. Now, why Selenium Grid means that? What are the features of the Selenium Grid? So I would mention that heading only right here. Features of Selenium Grid. Okay, so the very first feature is that it runs on different platforms. It runs on the different platforms. So you could run on the test cases on the different platforms. So it is a platform. Let's say you have out an example here. Okay, it is a platform independent. Let's say we take out an example that you have a hub. Okay, and which has, let's say, Internet Explorer 9. Okay, now hub has Internet Explorer 9, as many older websites supports Internet Explorer 9. So let's say you are having Internet Explorer 9 only. Now you want to run on the test cases in different platforms such as Internet Explorer, let's say. Okay, so as we know that only one of the version of the browser can be installed on a computer. So in that case, you need to configure the node for which you want to send your test cases. So this is how this completely actually works out. Okay, Selenium Grid is useful because first of all it runs onto the different platforms. Second goes about the parallel execution. So if I talk about the parallel execution, so in that perspective, it say that, let's say if you set up the Selenium Grid, okay, so you can actually run up the multiple test cases at the same time. So this saves time in running of the test suites. Okay, so this is about the parallel execution actually. So first of all, the very first feature of the Selenium Grid is that it runs onto different platforms, and second is about the parallel execution. Fine. So hope I'm very much clear with these things to you about the Selenium Grid actually, that what is it, how is it used, what are the features of the Selenium Grid. Now let's say one thing is regarding the nodes. Let me tell you that as well. So let's say when you are, let's say, configuring up the nodes, so you're running the test cases in the different platforms, right? You run up the test cases in the different platforms. So there is no rule that if your hub is running in the test case in Windows, then all the nodes must be executing. So the test case in the Windows only. Okay, the nodes which can have different platforms such as Safari on Mac, Firefox on Ubuntu, and Internet Explorer on WinXP, and like this you have many more things there, many different platforms there as well on which you could run up the Selenium Grid test cases. Fine. So it is one of so hope you got out a very clear idea regarding that what is a hub, what is a node, and what are the features of the Selenium Grid, and what is a Selenium Grid actually. Right here, so I hope that you basically got out a very clear idea regarding all of these suite of tools which we have here in the Selenium library, right? So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.